So when we talk about capital markets, we have the fixed income market and we have the stock market or the equities market. One of the question which is, what's the difference between the CSD account, custodial securities deposit, then the securities the CSD is in Bank of Uganda. It's for treasury bonds straight away. When you open up a CSD account, you are especially when you go through the bank of commercial banks, there your intent is to buy treasury bonds. The custody of that account is the CSD system in Bank of Uganda. And I know we always confuse it with the SCD account, which is to do with the Uganda Securities Exchange, the SCD portal, which is one, it was primarily that's a custody account with the USE, the Uganda Securities Exchange. Primarily, it was designed for equities, shares. Are you buying MTN shares? Are you buying Stanbic shares? Are you buying DFCU? All those. But lately, also people can use it to buy treasury bonds, especially if you go through fund managers who these days, actually in that regard, they don't even work as fund managers. They work as investment advisors. People who are invested with Old Mutual, they're starting to see it where Old Mutual can send you an email where they say we can help you to buy treasury bonds of 10 million and above. That means your securities is custodied. Custody is the security stored on the CSD account, because Old Mutual is one of the investment advisors, licensed investment advisors on the Uganda Securities Exchange. You can even choose other brokers or other financial investment advisors like Costed Capital or the likes. But the difference is the CSD, it's a custody in Bank of Uganda, primarily for treasury bonds. Actually, it's only for treasury bonds. Anyone who wants to buy a treasury bond through the commercial banks, you must open up a CSD. The SCD is primarily for securities and shares and equities on the Uganda Securities Exchange. Let me extend this conversation further. In August, we anticipate Ministry of Finance to finally release the prospectus and issue the Sukuk bond. The Sukuk bond is where that will be used to raise money to construct the standard gauge rail for Ugandan side. And part of that, they are going to list that it's a Sukuk bond. It's not your normal treasury bond, but that bond is going to be listed on the Ugandan Securities Exchange, which means anyone who wants to buy a Sukuk bond will need to have an SCD. Anyone who has a CSD that is custodied in the Bank of Uganda cannot use that account to buy a Sukuk bond. Though there is right now some discussions, especially as part of realignment of the fixed income market, the treasury bond market, the Sukuk bond market, they are bringing the diaspora market to kind of realign these two custody systems, to be able to be one system, that if someone has a CSD or SCD, they can do both ways, instead of the current system where if I'm buying treasury bonds through commercial banks, I have a CSD account, and if I'm buying equities or treasury bonds through financial advisors on the Uganda Securities Exchange, I need an SCD. They are not different accounts. And actually what you always see, when you go to the commercial bank, your commercial bank, for them they will tell you need to open up their CSD, because it's what they can have access to through their Bank of Uganda portal. But it's getting much better. Potentially in a year or two from now, things will be aligned to make sure people can make better, can align those two systems, but they are a little bit different because of that.